Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. So in front of us, we're going to take a look at the 2023 GMC Acadia all-wheel drive Denali. This is finished off in Summit White. MSRP is just over $56,000. So we have a 3-row SUV that we'll take a look at, see how much space is provided on the interior. But starting underneath the hood, this is powered by the 3.6 liter V6. It's paired to the 9-speed automatic transmission. It pumps out 310 horsepower, 271 pound-feet of torque sent through that all-wheel drive system. It weighs in right around 4,500 pounds. 0 to 60 is just shy of 7 seconds. Top speed is 131 miles an hour. And as far as fuel economy goes, you're looking right around 19 miles per gallon in the city, 26 out on the highway. So with this Denali package, it provides it with a lot of chrome. You will see that right off the bat up front. It surrounds the entire grille as well as the trim accents right in the middle. It also surrounds the GMC badge. There's a forward-facing camera, plenty of cutouts to provide a lot of cooling. It also surrounds this lower section. There's gloss black in the middle, fog lights on both sides, parking sensors are just above that. And this even has LED headlights, DRLs, and turn signals. DRLs and turn signals have that nice horseshoe-shaped design to them. Great lines come down the hood too. I think it gives it a really nice look, even with that amount of chrome. Personal taste, of course. I don't think it's overdone. I think it works very well, especially with this white. Now, the Denali also gets a set of 20-inch wheels with that multi-spoke design, more chrome with Denali stamped and that lower side skirt. This gets body-colored side mirrors, turn signal and camera system, dual sunroofs up top, which is neat. Chrome for the roof racks there. It's even surrounding all the window trim. And I think it has a really nice design. GMC Denali is also at the end of the pinstripe, so you can do that option if you'd like to. I think it gives it a nice touch. We have really crisp lines for those fender arches too. And then in back, body colored spoiler, third brake light with the wiper blade. This does have LED taillights. More chrome goes right through the middle of this power liftgate where there's the backup camera too. All the parking sensors, more chrome, and even the body colored lower diffuser there. Now this can also tow right around 4,000 pounds. That cover is in place right now, so when you are not towing, it gives it more of a clean look. Well, let's fire this up now because it does get remote start. So if we hold on this will come to life. You can use that button to shut it off if needed. We can also double tap the button on the key fob or use this button up underneath to open up the power liftgate. Now the Acadia is a 3-row SUV. It's a little bit crammed in the back when you have the 3rd row up, but you do also get some additional space underneath. So when you don't have some of these items in the way, look at the amount of space that you have under there, where you could place some items. It's a little bit small, but honestly, not too bad. And then the 3rd row is very easy to fold down. They are manual, so you can do that with both sides, of course. You can also fold down the 2nd row to get a lot more space if you need to use it. Up top, we have the button to close that lift gate. And then what's really convenient is you can lock and unlock all 4 doors with each door. So that's nice to have. Now this interior has the tan leather. There's also some wood trim, a little bit of storage in the lower section as well as right in the middle, and then the window control too. Nice two-tone design. Seats are a solid color with the nice leather there. To get into the 3rd row now, we'll just pull that, give it a little bit of a push, and we can slide that seat forwards. Now at 5'10", I would say I have a good amount of space. Obviously it's gonna be a little bit tight. I have plenty of leg room here. There's a cup holder, armrest, you get a USB-C, a little bit more storage on this passenger side. It also looks like you can pull on these, and that is how you can actually fold down the middle row. So I missed that earlier, which is really cool to have, but I have plenty of headroom. We got air vents, even the dome lights too. So that way I could ride around town if I absolutely needed to be in that 3rd row. But we'll lock that seat back into place now. And in this seat, you can slide this forwards and backwards. So just depending on your legroom for your 2nd or 3rd row, you can recline these too. There are storage pockets. These are even heated seats, fan speed, temperature, a bunch of auxiliaries, even more storage and additional cup holders, which is nice. There's even some in the armrest too, so you can use those as needed. And we have the sunroof for your middle row. Same adjustments with the climates and dome lights too, and this is manual adjusting to open and close. As we work our way to the driver's seat now, door panel is just like the rear, more of that wood trim, all of the window controls, side mirror adjustments. You can also adjust the rear liftgate. We have the Bose audio, and then Denali is up in the headrest for these front seats. And it's a pretty low vehicle, so it's easy to enter and exit. Let's fire this back up though, where we have the solid black leather steering wheel, cruise control and adaptive cruise on the left side, along with the heated steering wheel control. On the right side, you will notice that we have all of the controls for the gauge cluster, along with voice commands and Bluetooth. There's tuning and volume on the back side of the steering wheel too. But moving on to the gauge cluster, far left is the tach, right side there's fuel level and engine temperature, and then right in the middle, we can scroll through within the miles per hour and pull up all this information. So it just depends on what you need to see for the day, what you'd like to look at. You have quite a lot that you can go through. Nothing's configurable, but you can at least pull all of that up as needed. Now to the left, there's the e-brake, dimmer switches, even the head-up display controls. So you can adjust the height, you can go through, the demo mode is currently on right now, but you can also pull up the RPM, and then you can adjust the brightness too. And then right in the middle, we have the touchscreen system. Very easy and intuitive to go through. You can get into the split home screen with your music, phone, and nav. You can look at Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, go into all of your climates, even pull up the camera system. And there's a few shortcuts underneath that, just depending on what you would like to go through and get to. Now you can also use this dial on the far right to go through. You can just hit the check mark to enter what you'd like to, and you have a few physical buttons that you can use as needed, along with tuning, volume, and power for the radio. Now this does have a dual zone system, so you can use those as needed. All of the, or where you like the air to go, is laid out incredibly well. And then check out the shift pattern for this vehicle. So I'm going to pull up for reverse. That gives us the backup camera with multiple angles to go through. You can even pull up the split screen if you'd like to, just by pushing on that far right button, and you have a ton of visibility. Now neutral, just push on that. Drive, pull up like reverse, and then the low range gear is like park and neutral. You can use that if you're off-roading or towing and need to hold a gear. Now there's storage underneath that, along with some more auxiliaries. We have the engine start stop, traction control, hazards, and parking sensors. There are 2 cup holders behind that. A ton of storage space up underneath this entire area, which is nice. This also gets heated and ventilated seats and a few different driving modes. So there's 2-wheel drive that you can use, all-wheel drive, there's sport mode, along with an off-road mode, and tow and haul is the last one. So just depends on what you're doing for the day. Little bit of storage in the armrest as well as in the glove box, so you can use that. And then up top, this even gets the digital rear view mirror, which is nice. Sunglass holder up top, OnStar controls, dome lights, even the controls for the sunroof up front. We have the manual adjusting sunshade. And then a look at visibility from the driver's seat. Pretty easy to see in both directions, but it's very, very open feeling. And with it in sport mode, here we go. Just like that, we're up to speed. Very, very healthy. It's not underpowered by any means. I know a lot of people do like the NA engine. So we have that naturally aspirated 3.6 liter V6, something that is going to be very healthy and last you a good time. There's the debate between that and all of the vehicles that are going with the turbocharged engines. So in this Acadia, that is one of the engine choices that you can get, having the V6. And I think it's very healthy for this. So now that we're behind the wheel for this mid $50,000 GMC, I think it's a really good option to go with. As far as some of the other competitors for this price range, I will have a video coming comparing this to the all-new Mazda CX-90. So if you want to check out that video, be sure to head over to our channel to view that. But this is a really good option to go with. If you're not looking for a ton of technology, we seem to have quite a few SUVs that have a good layout. It's nothing too confusing, but it gives you everything that you need to drive this every day. especially with amenities like the heated and ventilated seats. It's a good option to go with. Very roomy for its sizing too, and very quiet as well. Definitely would make for a great daily driver. And with one last get up and go here, just a mild acceleration, that is going to wrap it up for this 2023 GMC Acadia all-wheel drive Denali. Once again, huge shout out to Randy Marion GMC for providing this for me today. Check out their website, that link is down below. Give the video a huge thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and consider smashing that subscribe button so you don't miss out on our daily uploads. I will see you all in the next video.